All right, we're gonna tip our hats to things with Ben. We got Ben from iTechTriad here. He's gonna tip his hat with us. Who wants to go first? We got a lot.
I'll go first. I have a short one. I have a very unprofessional one. That is a dog barking.
That is your hat tip to the dog barking. Everybody go get a barking dog.
Penny, stop barking. There's probably like a rabbit outside the window or something. Your dog's a lot more well behaved than mine. All right, well, my dog's gonna bark while I do my hat tip.
That's a first, so.
My hat tip, like, I didn't know what to do at first. I was gonna switch around, but it's not related to tech at all. But I'm gonna tip my hat to a podcast I've been listening to that I actually really enjoy, and that is What Say You? What Say You?
Say we all.
Yeah. No, What Say You is a podcast. I watched this TV show that's hilarious, probably one of the funniest shows I've ever seen, called Impractical Jokers. And it's 4 guys that just play jokes on each other the whole show. And 2 of the guys are like best friends, and they do a podcast together that they just started. And it's pretty humorous, and I enjoy it, and it's called What Say You.
I gotta check that out.
And it's funny. But I tip my hat to the show, too. I would actually tip my hat more to the show than to the podcast. Impractical Jokers. It's hilarious. Actually, what part of New York do you live in? What part of New York do you live in?
I live in North Carolina.
I don't know why I thought you lived in New York.
God, Joe.
I used to live in New York.
Oh, all right. Because I
I
know
was in New York a lot, but I don't. Yeah. I lived in North Carolina.
Oh, all right. Because I know they do. They live on Long Island or something, or New Jersey. I don't know they do different parts of New York and New Jersey is where they do their show. It's like a prank show thing.
I used to live in the Hudson Valley area, so about an hour away from there.
Yeah. All right. You 2 can fight to the death to see who goes next, and then whoever loses doesn't get to go at all.
Should we do paper, rock, scissors?
I don't know. You just said that wrong. Isn't it rock, paper, scissors?
Paper,
yeah,
rock.
It is.
I have no idea.
It's rock,
I don't even know what I just said.
You said paper, rock, scissors.
Paper, rock, scissors.
Paper, rock, scissors.
All right, so he's gonna throw paper. Just throw
rock,
scissors.
paper, scissors, paper. How about we do scissors, rock, and then we will think about paper.
How about we do
later?
Rock, paper, scissors, Spock, lizard. I don't know, what is it? There's like 5 different options.
It's like,
you guys obviously don't watch good TV.
I got a sonic screwdriver. I win.
Oh yeah.
He has like 6 behind him. He has a whole display of sonic.
I got mine first.
Just
grab
you
all
wait.
of them.
You just sit there. All right, I'll go first. My hat tip of the week goes to Text Secure. Now, ever since WhatsApp was bought by Facebook, people were flipping out and freaking out and panicking. What do we do? What is Facebook going to do with all of our stuff? So everybody's running around, and it's like, just Hangouts.
Don't use WhatsApp then.
Yeah. So if you're looking for something to replace it or something like that, and security matters, you can check out Text Secure. It will replace your SMS app. It can handle all of your incoming and outgoing SMSs. It'll even work with Google Voice, which is amazing because I don't use my carrier number. I use Google Voice. And it has very strong end-to-end encryption. So if the other person is also using Text Secure, your conversation can be encrypted. So you can talk about your favorite My Little Pony and nobody's going to know. The application itself can be locked with a passphrase, not a password, a passphrase, which means it supports spaces. So even if you're using it as your default SMS app, any other SMSs, even if they're not encrypted, are kind of hidden in the app, but you can still see them if you access the original messaging app. So if you didn't hide that, if you're in the Google Voice app, you can see the entire conversation if it's not encrypted. So yeah, the cool thing that's about this is the security is screenshots do not work, screen records do not work. So if you're in an encrypted conversation and you don't have to worry about the other person taking a screenshot of the conversation and posting it because they just get a black screen. And I tested it with a screen record and I actually opened it up and that part of the screen is just completely black. So it is insanely secure.
When I tried it, I don't even get a black screen when I do a screenshot. I get a little thing that says cannot take screenshot.
Yeah, with the screenshot, yeah. But if you do a screen record and you actually open the app, yeah, it's just black. There's just nothing there.
So it's very nicely encrypted. I like that.
It's by Whisper Systems. They also make an app called Redphone for encrypted voice over IP calling. It requires the other person to have the app as well to call, but if you've got something to hide, then don't hide it. But if you want to encrypt your stuff, there you go. It's cool. I just don't see it. Ah, look at that. Someone in the chat knows that we're covering our baldness with our hats.
Bro, I know who that is.
Go on, Joe. Ah.
Yeah.
Joe's bald.
No, I'm not. It's gonna grow back. It's gonna grow back.
Nope.
It's gonna grow back. God damn it.
That was the last time.
It's gonna grow back.
You used up all of your hair's 9 lives. Have you got a hat tip?
Yeah. Nokia Lumia 520. I picked this up because I really wanted to try Windows Phone, and it's shockingly good. I got this for $50, and it plays Asphalt 8 better than my Nexus 7.
Wow. That's a really good deal.
For $50. I can't use it on Verizon because, well, Verizon won't let you use anything that's $50 without a contract. But if I had AT&T, I could use their Go Phone service and activate this.
I think that's what I'm using. I'm using no contract from AT&T, so I can always just pop my SIM into it. I've always wanted to try Windows Phone too. This would be really good.
Yeah, I'd like to try Windows Phone.
It is. I mean, this phone is shocking good. I mean, I could kind of see the interface a little bit, but everything's smooth. Everything works. I can't try. I can't make phone calls or send them SMS on it because I don't have a SIM card in it, but it works. And it's got things I didn't know it had. Like Joe knows this, the double tap on the G2. It works on this most of the time. Not every time. There it goes.
I love that knock-on feature.
Yeah, and that's what it does. Look.
Yeah. Yep. The reason why the knock-on feature is so great, especially for the G2, is I use it a lot when I'm at my computer and it's down on the desk, so I can't just hit a button on the side to turn it on. I'd have to pick it up every time if it didn't have that. So just being able to tap on it, it turns on. Tap again, it'll turn off. It's awesome.
Yeah. And then I think this is on every Windows phone, is the camera shutter. It's got a button for it.
I love that.
That should be on every phone.
I had this, the old Helio Ocean. Dual slider, the keyboard there slides up. I love this because you turn it sideways, your camera's on the side, so it feels just like a camera, and you had a shutter button right there. I love that it's a dedicated shutter button.
And the camera software Nokia has is, I mean, when I had my G2 on stock, I used their stock software for the camera is extremely good. Nokia blows it out of the water, and this has a 5 megapixel camera, and it actually does comparably to the G2. I could go on for a long time about this phone, but if you're looking for a cheap phone, get this. It's really good.
I have added it to my wish list. I may have to pick it up because I have been wanting to play around with Windows Phone for a while.
Yeah, and if it's that cheap.
Yeah, I was gonna pick one up a while back, but then the night I went to pick it up, the price went up like $20 as I went to check out. So this time the price went down, and I got it just in time. So I ended up paying like $50. I think right now it's at $60. So
yeah,
I like it. It was a really good deal, and Windows Phone is actually pretty good. I'm surprised. I like it. It's nice.
I found a little feature in my computer has Windows 8, and I have another SSD in there with Linux on it, but for this I use Windows 8. So I'm not even gonna get on my rant about Windows 8, but they had this little thing in there, this little It's like a voice recognition thing. I'm not even thinking of the right word. Basically, you can tell it to do things and it will obey your every command.
Sudo, make me a sandwich.
Almost every command. But I was playing around with it yesterday and I was like, oh, it has this thing. Let's see how much this sucks. So I opened it up and I'm like, open Photoshop, and it pops up, and a little thing pops up because there's the 32-bit and the 64-bit, and asks me which one. I go, the 64-bit was number 2, so I say 2, okay, and it opens up, and I'm like, close Photoshop, and it disappears. And I was like, open the start screen, and then there's my start screen. I said, go to the desktop. Goes to the desktop. Open Chrome. There was Chrome. I was like, wow, this is fun. I was impressed. It's actually like working. And then I click in a text area and I try to enter text using my voice and nothing happens. I was like, well, I can open things.
Yeah, and close them.
Yeah. I just want to be like, now Photoshop me into this picture. Get him out of the picture and just have it do that.
Just get him. There's 16 people in there, but it's like, get him. And it knows what you're talking about. It just gets him out.
Open a group photo. Get him out.
Yeah.
Change that to blue.
It just knows.
Yep. Knows exactly which shade of blue.
Yeah. It's like, that one makes me sad. A happier blue.
Yeah. I didn't know it had that. That's kind of cool.